How many kids do you think a woman can give birth? As many as possible? 5 kids, 10 kids, or even 20 kids? No. As far as you know, the most fertile woman in the world is a woman from Russia, as Guinness World Records here. She had 69 kids after 27 times gave birth, with 16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets, and 4 sets of quadruplets. But we just know her in the documents and never seen her in real life, because we all don't live in her century. And today, I'll introduce you a woman in Democratic Republic of Congo, in the town of Goma. Her name is Francine. She is just 50 years old now, but she had 53 children. Let's go with me to see how did it happened. Let's answer all these questions. Where is her husband? Why did she give birth a lot? How does she afford school fees for all her children? What does she do to raise all these kids? Okay, let's get started. When she was 16, she met a man. He told her that he loved her, but once she got pregnant, he left her. Maybe he wasn't ready. At 19, she met the second man, her husband, the love of her life. Together, they had 52 children. Unfortunately, he passed away 2 months ago. He was the most incredible and strongest man that she's ever known. Now, just only her to take care of all her kids. And about how did she give birth to all these children? It has a reason. If she stops giving birth, she could die. Let me explain clearly. She was born with a genetic condition called hyperovulation, which releases more than one egg in a cycle. This significantly increases the chance of having twins, triplets, quadruplets, or even quintuplets. At her 12th child, she went to see a doctor, who told her had to keep giving birth to reduce her fertility. Otherwise, tumors could form in her ovaries and kill her in a short time. So she and her husband kept having children to save her life. But 53 children at 50 years old. How is that even possible? That's because she gives birth to all 53 children in just 17 pregnancies. Here's how. She had quintuplets twice, quadruplets 3 times, triplets 4 times, twins 5 times, and single birth 3 times. And all her children are still alive. In this country, there are many unbelievable things that the world doesn't know. Maybe it's because of the endless wars here. International journalists don't come to tell their stories. When people hear about Congo, it's just about war or minerals. Nobody cares to tell stories like hers. That's why she remained unknown for so long. And honestly, she believes there could be someone with more children than her. Maybe here in Congo, or some remote part of the world without media coverage. She's right. And now, we're going to jump to third question. How does she afford school fees for all her kids? It was almost impossible to send them to school before. But now, because of this government, her children study for free. Since 2019, the Democratic Republic of Congo introduced free education. So, she just fight to provide food, medicine, and clothes. But school fees, that's no longer a problem. Every day, she uses more than 26 kilograms of cornmeal and 7 kilograms of beans to make sure all of her children and grandchildren are well fed. Beside that, sometimes they will have traditional banana dish. The amount of food is massive, and the work is even bigger. No single person can handle it all. It's a family effort. And here is where they sleep. If they put a bed here, the room becomes even smaller. So they decided to put mattresses on the floor. The older children, those who are big boys and girls, and can't share a room with the little ones, sleep on the sofas in the sitting room. That's why they managed to buy long sofas, at least for them to use as beds at night. When they wake up, they have to find a way to shower and get ready for school with only one washroom. Most children wait until nighttime to take a shower outside, as many families in African villages do. That's the reality. Here is her firstborn son. His name is Campbell. He is 34 years old now. He obviously has 52 siblings, and he can't know all their names and faces. Sometimes, he meets his siblings on the street and can't even recognize them, especially the little ones. They have to introduce themselves to him as his siblings. It's not that he doesn't care about them, but recognizing all 52 is just too hard. Now he's married and has 2 children, so he's not here anymore. In fact, his 7 siblings are married and no longer live here. But their kids love coming here to play with their aunts and uncles. And this guy is the fifth born in this family. But he was lucky to grow up in a neighboring country, Tanzania. He came back here 2 months ago for his father's funeral. He even didn't know he has so many siblings like that. He was shocked to see all 53 children gathered at the funeral. It made him wonder how his mother is going to manage all of this alone. Most siblings work together, love their parents, and don't complain about families planning. Some choose to stay silent. One of them is Nicole, has completely isolated herself, finding her own way at early age. She is the 25th child. She doesn't hate her parents, but life there is just too complicated. As a big girl, staying there became difficult. It would force her to think bad thought or let men take advantage of her. So, she left. She found a job, helping her friend in this small pharmacy. She attended medical training, which is why she's here. She doesn't earn much, barely enough to support herself, but she still tries her best to help her family. When night falls and all children went to sleep, it's time for Francine goes to work. She doesn't sleep. After a full day of cooking and taking care of her children and grandchildren, she's exhausted, but she can't sleep because she doesn't know how to feed them tomorrow. At night, she goes out to the streets, roasts corn to sell, competing in a crowded market where anyone with less than $6 can start this business. She makes less than $1 a day, but she does it all for her kids. Everyone might think she doesn't have happiness in her life, right? But no, she has. Her happiness comes from seeing her children happy. When they are happy, she is happy too. Do you wonder if she can remember all her kids' names? Yes, she can. She could remember more than 500 people's names, including random people. So she can't fail to recognize the names of 53 her kids. Maybe she gets confused sometimes, because many of them look alike, especially the twins. She might mix up their ages or who came first, but she never forget their names or faces. She named all her kids as well-known people, footballers, celebrities, or respected figures in her country, with the hope they would become famous one day. I can understand her clearly, because each of us has our own dreams. The world changes every day, and there are a lot of rich people out there, like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, etc. But in many parts of our planet, have so many poor people, struggling for their life at every moment. But they are still happy and never give up. And you, if you have a house to live, a bed to sleep at night, it means you are luckier than millions of people in this world. Cherish that life you are having and share it if you can. This world will be better because of each good deed we do. And every like and subscribe you give will be a huge motive for me to continue give more videos in the future. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next videos.